Hello, this is Eileen Bowley and this is my week 2 now, and you can see I've been to the hairdressers now like I said I would do. And sitting just behind me here, come on Bo, is my little Staffordshire Bull Terrier Bo. So she's there. Okay, so reporting back on week 2. I can't believe it's only about 10 days since I properly started on this new journey, and I just feel fantastic. I feel absolutely brilliant. I've made some notes on things I need to report back. So the first thing I want to report back on is the hydration I was doing, drinking between 2 and 3 litres of water a day. I found that a lot easier than I thought, and what it was, because before I wasn't measuring my water intake, but I knew I drank a lot of water and I wasn't far off 2 litres anyway, so getting it over 2 litres and up to 3 hasn't been too difficult, and I really am feeling the benefits. Oh, the dog's sniffing my head, stop it. So that's been really good. I also got a really bad cough, and when I spoke to Andrew about it, he wasn't sure if it was because I was getting rid of the toxins and everything was coming out. So I really have had quite a bad cold and a cough since my last video, in fact. But that's been fine. I had everything planned, my food was planned, so I've stuck to all my eating plan. The only thing I couldn't do, or was just not capable of doing any exercise, so I've just done no exercise. But I really feel now I need to exercise. That's the feeling I've got within me. A couple of other notes I've got here. One of them was I started taking wheatgrass. Now, I was using a whole sachet as directed, but I found it quite powerful and quite strong. It made me feel a little bit sick. So I've diluted that now and continuing with that. And although it was a bit unpleasant, it was weird. That's the way I suppose I can say it. It was a bit weird drinking wheatgrass. But like I said to Andrew in an email, it wasn't awful, it wasn't hard to do, and for me all I could think about was the benefits of it. What are the benefits of wheatgrass? And they far outweighed the disadvantages of, if I keep carrying extra weight, having maybe heart problems, maybe getting diabetes and complications, etc. So the unpleasantness of wheatgrass and just getting used to it was much better for me to have that than to go through any side effects of staying overweight. So the wheatgrass, that's going good. What else have I got here? Oh, yesterday. So today's the 23rd of December, and yesterday I woke up and I was doing some chores indoors. I was stripping the bed, getting the washing on. This was like before 7 o'clock in the morning. So by 7:10, I've got a load of washing in the machine. I've got bed stripped and everything. And this is not how I've been for many years. And it was just so fantastic to feel like that. And I had my coaching call with Andrew yesterday, and I fed that back to him. And I'm sure I could feel the grin on his face when he said that. One thing that also happened this week was I've stopped drinking coffee, but I really thought I wanted a cup of coffee the other day. And usually that is the first drink of my day, and it has been for many years, is a cup of coffee. And I like it quite strong, I don't like it weak, I don't like it with a load of milk. And I hadn't had it for maybe 4 days or so, that was about all, but I've been eating all the right foods in between. And even before I drank it, I just knew I wasn't going to like it. And I did taste it just to see, and I just didn't like the taste. It was the exact same coffee, the exact same milk, but there was just something about it. It tasted artificial. After what I call eating really good healthy foods, my taste buds have changed. I know Andrew said that would happen, but I didn't expect it to happen so quickly. And with a drink that I've loved as my first drink of the day for many years. So I can't see I'll be drinking loads of coffee, if any, in the future. So I've got some herbal teas to replace that, plenty of water and some other teas. So that's that. Also, today I woke up before 6 o'clock in the morning. I was awake and I felt quite alert and active, and got up and just started working. So did that today, so I feel this is going to continue. I just feel so great at the moment. And also what's happened is I haven't weighed myself. I'm not to get on the scales. That's a really hard thing for me, because I just get on the scales every single morning, which I know is ridiculous. And my husband's taken the scales away now, and that was under orders. It wasn't orders of Andrew. Andrew said to me not to have the scales, so under my orders my husband's taken the scales away. But in 10 days or so I've lost 3 inches off my waist. Now that is absolutely brilliant, because I've not had to think about anything, I've not had to weigh anything, I've not had to measure anything, I've not had to count what I've been eating. I've not found it difficult. As long as I've planned in advance what I need in for shopping wise, it's been very, very simple to do. And that's one of the reasons why, obviously, in a couple of days is Christmas. I'm not even worried about Christmas, because I know as long as I make the right choices, I can eat what I want. I don't need to worry about the portion. I don't need to worry about how much of anything I'm eating. As long as I make the right choices of what I do eat, I can eat what I want of that particular food. So next week when I report in will be between Christmas and New Year, and I'm hoping to have some more good news for you on how my into my third week is going. But I say it's only into my second week, but so far it's going really well. Although I had this cold, that was fine, but everything else is going absolutely fine. And all I need to do now this week is pick up on the exercise, which I really feel ready to go with. I really feel like my body is saying you need to get an exercise, rather than me saying to the body you need to drag yourself out. My body's sort of urging me on to do it. I can feel it in myself. So those changes have come about much more quickly than I expected them to. So if I don't speak to you before Christmas, have a good Christmas, and I'll speak to you before New Year. Bye then.